I guess I was 5 during the 2000 election. So the last time that there was really a hot contest, and that was probably the only time that I can think of in a long time that we've had something kind of as unique as this, where we
Yeah.
were not really sure to begin with, especially, and now I think it's pretty clear who the winner is.
Yeah.
But there still are a lot of, I think, questions around the way regardless of the fact that it looks like Joe Biden is the winner and everything is marching along that way. It still
Mm.
feels like there's a lot of other irregularities around this election as well that still need to be ironed out, I think. But as far as some of the old elections, you mentioned one was the election in 1800, and I think that this is interesting that you kind of mentioned why it's relevant is it's hotly contested, but there's kind of this really heavily partisan press, and I this is something that I know
Yes. Yeah.
as well as the early papers were uh, they weren't your kind of Walter Cronkite type journalism. It was
Not at all.
it
Yeah.
was but yeah, you wanna tell me a little bit about that 1800 election?
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. It's really interesting because, when the whole American experiment starts, one of the first things we put down is freedom of the press. And so you would think, does that mean that, like, from the get go, we had this really strong independent press that, like, kept people informed? And it doesn't seem like that was necessarily the way it always was. We had a very partisan press
Mhm.
right from the start. And there were a lot of shady things around it. For example, Thomas Jefferson, he's one of the candidates in 1800. He had also run for president in 1796. He had lost that one. That made him vice president on the rules back then.